When the swallows come back to Capistrano, that's the day you promised you'd come back to me. When you whispered farewell in Capistrano, that was the day the swallows flew out to the sea. All the mission bells will ring, the chapel choir will sing, the happiness you'll bring will live in my memory. When the swallows come back to Capistrano, that's the day I pray that you'll come back to me. When the swallows come back to Capistrano, that's the day I pray that you'll come back to me. Outro. When the swallows come back to Capistrano, that's the day I pray that you'll come back to me. That's the day I pray that you'll come back to me. All right, that's a little bit. Thank you, Hammerhead. It's still the tail end of this your ink spots recommendation the other night. I can't. I'm still delving back into the ink spots catalog. I had one CD of theirs. I think it was the best of the ink spots. I had it in the mid '90s. I think I listened to it over and over. Oh yes, I listened to it over and over again. Good evening and welcome to the No Show with me, your host, Ethan Hirschenfeld. Again, Ethan Hirschenfeld. Boy, that's a mouthful. Ethan Hirschenfeld. La da dee da 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 da. All the mission bells. Oh, we got to just pluck that. That's the day the swallows flew out to the sea. To the sea. All the mission bells will ring. The chapel choir will sing. The happiness you bring will live in my memory. You should add an ER. Wait, ER to, oh yes, Hirschenfelder. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of suffixes that we need on my, boy, I like that little bridge or the chorus, whatever it's called. All the mission bells will ring. All the mission bells will ring a ding a ding a ding. The chapel choir will sing. Ooh, the happiness you bring will live in my memory. When the swallows come back to Capistrano. That's the day I pray that you'll come back. Won't you come back to me? Yeah. But when the swallows come back to Capistrano. You want to know the bad news? So Capistrano, which is it's a mission, like a monastery, a Spanish monastery. Spanish monastery outpost, maybe a mission is a hybrid. I looked it up earlier. When will the swallows come back to Capistrano? It turns out they won't, because in 2018 they removed the nests from under the eaves. How can you remove the nests, the swallows' nests, from under the eaves of the mission at Capistrano when there's 100-year-old song? And I'm sure the tradition goes back a few hundred years before that. So the swallows ain't coming back to Capistrano. So this guy, he's linking his romantic fortunes to the peregrinations of those little birdies. And I'm afraid he's out of luck, because if he thinks that his lady is coming back when the swallows come back, she ain't coming back. All the mission bells will ring. The chapel choir will sing. The happiness you bring will live in my memory when the swallows come back to Capistrano. That's the day I pray that you'll come back to me. All right. Who did that? I don't know who did that, Nuro, but it's not nice. Yeah, they destroyed their habitat. Let's look. Maybe there was an environmental reason for doing it. I don't know. Swallows. Swallows. Capistrano. The swallows, Capistrano. The Capistrano birds are the cliff swallows, which has probably been returning to the area for centuries. They transferred their nests to the eaves of the mission. Yeah, it's a long story. Here, I'm just going to drop this into the chat, and then you can read up on it. All the mission bells will ring. The chapel choir will sing. La da 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 da. It's a nice idea that everybody's celebrating their return. The bells are ringing, the choir's singing. Everybody's just so happy to have the birds back, except for that schmo on a ladder who just removed all of the nests. And he's like, "Oh, sorry. Oops." He's like, "Oh, sorry." Ooh, it was a replay. There's a little echo. Tuhindanda the money. There it is, Journey North. I put it into the chat. Oh, I like that you guys are doing in the chat. You're doing the names of the groups of things. The harmony of crows. Is it a harmony of crows? I always get that wrong. I feel like I made that up. A harmony of crows. Yeah, it's not a harmony of crows. The harmony of crows. It's a flock of crows. Why did I think it's a harmony of crows? There's a harmony of birds, which is a poem written by John White. Oh, it's a murder of crows. Thank you, Nuro. That's right. So where did I get this? This comes up every few years. I think, oh yeah, it's a harmony of crows. It's not a harmony of crows. What am I doing? I'm making up a toast rack of clowns. An ambush of tigers. I don't even know which ones are real, but I like it. Hello, everybody. A gaggle of hens, a frivolity of nuns, a singularity of sloths, a gathering of grouse. Herschel Feldman, that's good. A parliament of owls, that's good. A parliament of owls. A parliament of crows. It's an ancient English expression, a parliament of crows. A group of crows that would reunite to judge and punish the crows who had offended the community. From German folklore. A parliament is used to describe a group of crows, but also to describe a group of owls. The owl in Italian is the gufo. The gufo, Gufo. It's a nice word. Il gufo. Il gufo. I knew it from Nabucco. One of the three or four. That guy has a lot. Zachariah, the priest, in oh no, Fafi needed a walk. She just made a pee-pee. I'm going to go dry that up. Entertain yourselves for a second. Fafi, that's not good. Oh, and I'm back. I'm back. I got the spritz bottle. If anyone else needs anything cleaned up, I just saw her right through the window there. I saw the silhouette of poor Fafi making a little pee-pee. Let's think about this for a second. I had a long day. I did this audition. Last night I worked with my friend Drew on the scene. Then this morning I taped it. Early this afternoon I taped it with Jim in LA. And then I taped it again later in the afternoon with Lucas in Queens. And then I swam. And when I swam, I took Fafi with me. And it was 6 o'clock already. It was after 6. So I had her only 3 hours ago. I had her at the beach with me. So 3 hours, she should be okay. But, you know, what are you going to do? That happens. Da, 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 da. A recovery of chihuahuas. Thank you, by the way, a train wreck of musicians. I like it. I really appreciate you guys. I don't like saying you guys. I really don't like that. It's a pet peeve of mine. People referring to groups that include men and women as you guys. It really bugs me. I don't like it. Anyway, you guys. I really appreciate you entertaining yourselves and while I went in to clean up some chihuahua pee. It makes me feel like we're all in good hands. Oh, you're fine with you guys, Anne. I get it. Yeah, it's probably. I get a little bit too hung up on phrases and things that bug me. I really wish I could let it go. One thing that really bugs me, I really need to be able to let go, is vocal creak, which they called vocal fry. There were all sorts of words for it. We've talked about this before, but boy, oh boy, that really gets me. I find it so distracting. I can't really listen to people who do it, but now everybody does it. So it means la 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 la. Okay, that was one more Ink Spots tune. When the swallows come back to Capistrano. By the way, I just realized, did the swallows coming back to Capistrano appear with the Ink Spots, or did someone else write that? Who wrote? I feel like I was curious if they wrote their songs when the swallows come back to Capistrano. Leon Rene was the songwriter. He wrote it in 1939. He was listening to the radio one morning when he heard the announcer say that the swallows were about to arrive at the Mission San Juan Capistrano. He got the idea for the song, and he wrote it. So he was listening to the radio, and he heard that the swallows were coming back, and he wrote it. Okay, Leon Rene. Who was Leon Rene? Let's look up Leon Rene. How interesting. American musical composer, R&B, rock and roll in the 30s, 40s, 50s. Sometimes he used the songwriting pseudonym of Jimmy Thomas or Jimmy Thomas. They're both Jimmy Thomas, but they're spelled differently. He also established several record labels. Born in Kentucky in 1902, died in LA in 1982. Googie Rene is one of his kids. Googie Rene, who was, oh my God, a handsome guy. He looks sort of like, what does he look like? Not Johnny Mathis, but anyway. Googie Rene, his son. And then his grandson is Chris Rene, also a songwriter. Wow. So this guy begat two more generations. Leon Rene, When the Swallows Come Back to Capistrano. It was also a hit for Pat Boone. Okay, that's what we know about Rene. Leon Rene, Covington, Kentucky. Beautiful song, beautiful song. The annual return of the swallows is used as a metaphor for a reliable, regularly occurring event. All right, I'm perseverating on the swallows coming back to Capistrano. The swallows were driven away by development in 2017, but the birds are slowly coming back. LA Times. That's an LA Times article from 2018. I don't have a subscription to the LA Times. It would be nice to have that, but I don't. But I'm going to put this link there for anyone who does, or if you wanted to get an LA Times subscription. You could read about that. Okay, here comes another Ink Spots tune, if I can locate the chords. Yeah, this is a novelty song, I would say, maybe. Oh, and with an E, and without an E. Look at that. I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. I love Java, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Moto, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot, now pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Oh, slip me a slug from a wonderful mug, and I'll cut a rug till I'm snug in a jug. A slice of onion and a raw one. Draw one. Waiter, percolator, I love coffee, I love tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Oh, Boston beans, soybeans, green beans, cabbage and greens. I'm not keen enough for a bean unless there's a chili bean ball. I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Yeah. Etc. I love Java, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Moto, I'm a coffee pot. shoot me the pot, now pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, yeah. Oh, throw me that slum, a wonderful mug, and I'll cut a rug till I'm snug in the jug. Drop a nickel in the Congo, chicken is low. Waiter, waiter, percolator. Last verse. I love coffee, I love tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me, yeah. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, boy. Ooh. All right, that's Java Jive. That is I think we could call it a novelty song. Someone singing about their love of caffeine. Tomorrow night I will sing the decaffeinated version of that song, which is slower. I love coffee. I love tea. Hey, JMC. Welcome, JMC. Didn't know no more on Instagram. Yeah, I moved the show on April 1st from Instagram to YouTube via StreamYard. It's weird because I still do the show through StreamYard, but I only zap it to YouTube. So I should probably just be doing it straight onto YouTube. I have this intermediate step of StreamYard, but I've gotten used to it. I actually should get someone to. I need a technical consultant who can just get me back, clean up this StreamYard thing so that I can zap the show to other. A perplexity of pooches, so that I can zap it. Thank you, Dawn. Thanks for the applause. Thanks for the applause emojis. Waiter, waiter, percolator. By the way, listen to this song. Listen to the Ink Spots do Java Jive. It's just amazing. Their harmonies are so great. A harmony of crows. I mean a murder of crows. Hammerhead says, I'm okay with you guys. It was the first all-encompassing gender-free word for everyone long before the multi-pronoun. Okay, I'll buy that. Oh, that's from Hammerhead's wife. I will buy that. I ain't going to fight you on that. I don't feel that strongly about it. Except, here's where I feel strongly about it. If you see like youngsters doing an ad like on TikTok or on YouTube, when they're introducing their product, they're like, this is how they all begin their video. They're like, hey guys, I got this new, hey guys. It's always, hey guys, we got this new kind of spritz in case your dog pees on the, hey guys. It's always hey guys to begin. I just wish that, they could skip the hey guys. I love coffee. I love tea. Oh, tomorrow is the Swim for Life. Tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Please throw a buck. I really appreciate it. Some people have taken my invitation to donate. My request was donate even just $1. See, I'm holding up two fingers. That's a mixed message if you say $1 but you hold up two fingers. I like coffee. I like tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. More. Wah, 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 wah. So please donate $1. Let me explain why. Because I'm trying to just get to 100 individual donors. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's nice to raise, I made this overly ambitious goal. We're not going to hit that goal, the dollar amount, but maybe if people throw in that $1 just for a feeling of solidarity, solidarity. That sounds like something like a prosperity preacher would say. Anyway, there's the link, charity.pledgeit.org. It's a link to the Swim for Life page where I am raising $1 trillion. Yes, $1 trillion. That's my goal. We're not there yet, but we've raised some money. please throw in a dollar? Throw in a dollar. Let me. Here I have a giveaway. See, it's a brand new hat. It says Cape Cod. It has a shark on it. This is a prize for anyone who gives. For anyone who gives at the $10,000 level. No. Give at the. If you can donate at the $100 level. Can someone donate at the 100? Can someone come down that aisle and say, I believe, I believe. Someone donate, donate. You can do it. Open up your pocket. No, anyway, here it is. This is a giveaway. This is, wow. Someone said I only have 99 cents. And my answer to that is I'll take it. Hammerhead, 99 cents would be fine. Donate 99 cents if they'll let you. I love coffee. I like tea. You know what? Forget that $100 level thing. That's nice if you did that. But here's what I really want to say. If let's say anyone who donates between now and midnight is eligible to win this, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at who donated tonight. I'm going to put all the names in a little hat, and then what I'll do is I will pick all those names I'll pick one of those names out of the hat on a little piece of paper tomorrow night, and I'll send that person the hat. There we go. We just created a little sweepstakes. It's a Cape Cod hat with a shark. My joke is it's called the Swim for Life. It used to go across the bay, but then when the sharks appeared 10 years ago, they started doing the swim along the shore because they didn't want the Swim for Life to turn into the Swim for Your Life. Thank you. Waiter, percolator, I like coffee, I like tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Okay, are we going to do another song? An auction of souls, yes. A nettle of goals. Is there another song I wanted to do tonight? Boy, I just loved that If I Didn't Care. Those spoken sections in those Ink Spot songs are the greatest thing ever. All right, I'm not going to overdo it. I'm not going to do another one of those tonight. But and I still have to learn Don't Fence Me In. Don't fence me in. Oh, happy Friday evening to those who go by the Julian calendar. September, the 7th month. September, seventh month has just begun. I hope your 7th month is going well. Of course, the Romans, at some point, they added those extra 2 months, as we discussed a few weeks ago. So now this is the 9th month, but it's called the 7th month, curiously. I like coffee, I like tea. Okay, I have another audition to do, and that is due on, I think, Wednesday or Monday. I think maybe it's due Monday. For a neurosurgeon in SVU. I was on that show, SVU, a few years ago as the father of a frat boy who was accused of doing something not nice. And that character was also a doctor. I wasn't doing any doctoring on that show. I was just trying to help my college-age kid avoid jail. But now it's a neurosurgeon, this role. But it's just one scene, and he's called neurosurgeon, so that's cool. But neurosurgeon. So that's my other audition that's coming up. I like coffee. I like tea. Okay, a kettle. Wait, what was that? A kettle of vultures. That's if you're making vulture stew. Okay, let's just, I think the outro tonight, How to Keep Your Cool. This is a book, this was a gift. How to Keep Your Cool by Seneca. Let's just read a little reading on how to keep your cool. Quorundam ipsi testes sumus, in his naturam excrutiemus voluntatemque facientium. Ah, yes. I mean, you can't argue with that. You can't argue with that because you don't talk Latin. Neither do I. Let's try that again. Quorunquam ipsi testes sumus. It sounds like we are testes. I think that's what he's saying. Quorundam ipsi testes sumus, in his naturam excutiemus voluntatemque facientium. Second come the things we witness ourselves. Second come the things we witness ourselves. In these cases, we will examine the nature and intent of those who do them. Sorry, that was not time well spent. Here's something more digestible. So won't everyone want to call themselves back from anger's borders once they understand that its first onset is to their detriment? That's good. The onset of anger is to our detriment, so we won't everyone want to be called back from the borders of anger. I failed at that this morning. I got pretty pissed for a petty reason. I apologized profusely. Well, maybe not profusely, but it was the tension of this big audition combined with a minor annoyance, combined with a phone call, there was a little bit of the additive property of annoyance. So, all right, I'm gonna read more of this. How to Keep Your Cool. Okay, let's sing a song and say goodnight. Oh, good night. Of course, there's Good Night, Irene. Or Side by Side. I feel like maybe Good Night, Irene is the way to go. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Last Saturday night I got married. Me and my wife settled down. Now me and my wife are parted. I'm gonna take another walk downtown. Boy, it's windy. Everybody, Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in the town. Sometimes I have a great notion to jump into the river and drown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Stop rambling, stop your gambling, stop staying out late at night. Go home to your wife and your family. Sit down at the fireside bright. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. All right, see you in my dreams, everybody. And I'll see you here every night at 9. Ethan Hirschenfeld. It's the No Show.